Angel, Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon, you want one quick question?
We can't exercise.
Man.
Hey, Rashad.
Oh, man. Tomorrow's off day is about to be amazing. I might not leave my bed tomorrow. Jesus.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, let's rock, because I'm trying to leave.
Okay. For you, that's okay.
Yep.
That's a 34-point performance for you tonight. After that last and one in the fourth quarter, you were stomping hard, like even KP looked a little bit shocked by it. Can you explain the emotion behind that celebration?
I want to win, really bad. And I like to show that through my game. I like people to feel the passion that not only I play with, but with my team, because it's hard. It's really hard in this league to win. So when I get going and I just go literally into a whole another phase in my mind where I'm like, by any means necessary, we're going to win. And it doesn't matter if the scoreboard says something different. I want to leave the 94 feet I play on feeling like, no, I won that battle. And I think today we took a lot of things personal because out of their wins, 2 of them was on us. And it was, yeah, they were nail biters or OTs, whatever, but like that wasn't us. Like it should have never been that way. So I think we all were just very hungry in that sense. So when I got that and one, it was just a feeling of like, no, we're about to win this. Like we're about to just vibe out.
And then that technical foul, we weren't really able to see what happened just from your vantage point.
Yeah.
What kind of led to that?
So I got fouled on one end. I got fouled. I don't really like to talk about my fouls, and they're probably gonna find me, but I got fouled, and it's okay. Like whatever, no call. Obviously, I'm getting used to it. But then we go back down, and they call the foul, and I don't think personally it was a foul. So I was very frustrated in that sense because it's just it just gets frustrating at some points. Honestly, it does. And the same way I like to show my passion, I also like to show that all that glitters is not gold. And so in that sense, I told my teammates I apologize for them, but it was just something that was just like I get not calling some things, but the blatant fouls we have to call them. Particularly from the forward standpoint in the post, we get beat the heck up all the time. And it's like we sometimes take a lot of things to the chin, but the blatant ones are the ones that we have to call. And it just worries me that we're not getting those calls. And I'm not just saying we as aces, but as a whole collective as a forward. So I just got frustrated and I disagree. I was not on their side on that one.
Yeah.
Asia, congrats on the win. Their third quarter, talk about just the contributions, right? Getting Sid in the game there, getting able to give you guys a little bit of spark, and also what both Sid and Tiff brought to the mix for you guys tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was pleading and tooting Sid's horn last game. I felt like she should have played in New York a little bit, and so I was very glad that the showing that she had today was something that we really needed. I mean, our bench production was great. It gave us the spark that we, no pun intended, gave us the spark that we needed. And we need that out of them every single game. And like Becky was saying, like it's hard to go from DMPs to now throwing you in the fire, but they're always ready. So the contributions from her, Tiff, that whole lineup with Meg, like it was just a way of like great energy, and we need that, particularly now because we're tired. We are. No one cares, but we are. So when you can have your bench come in and kind of just we're not asking them to go for 50, but just do their job. It takes a lot of pressure off of me for sure.
Hey, Asia, congrats on the game.
Thank you.
Yesterday it felt like you coming off of a lot of screens to set up post touches.
Yeah.
Today it was you coming off of screens to set up more perimeter catches. I guess in terms of your usage, how much of a voice do you have? Not only to say I want the ball, but I want the ball in this particular setup.
Honestly, I don't really have a lot of say in that because I'm the type of person where if I want to be put in any situation and make the best out of it. I don't want to but I also know how my defenders like to guard me. In some spaces, I think about where do they want me to go and settle versus where can I get to and annihilate. And so in this case, I feel like playing in space, particularly around this part of the year, it's going to be a lot more in my favor versus back to the basket because the way the defenses are being set up, it's a lot of just clock the paint. And so like I can't see anything. I really don't get out of it. They're not calling anything. So it just drains me. So in this case, when you have a defender that's kind of more lanky, that's jumpy, that wants to get like underneath you, kind of playing in more space because now I can dictate exactly where I want to go. Yeah.
Asia, when you got the putback off the Kelsey miss, I mean, that was the most emotion that I saw where you kind of felt, because you could see the game going to where you guys would get it up 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
and it go back to 3, 4. Now, at that time, did you feel, okay, this is the bucket, now we're gonna go the other way?
Yeah, for sure. I love those type of backbreaker plays, and I get tired of people doing backbreaker plays on us. So it felt good to kind of have that kind of flip. And now it was our time. And I think this was one of shot pretty decent today. This is one of our best games, honestly, that we've played, and we need those type of games. We need those confidence games. So yeah, in that moment, that was kind of like the backbreaker for us to just be like, all right, let's keep this going.
Hey, Asia, with everything we talked about yesterday with the want to factor, wanting to win, along with any sort of outside noise that might be coming into this game. And the past 2 matchups against LA, how important was the mental aspect going into this game?
I think it was very important. I think it's just even more important that we're coming off of a loss. I think that stung a lot. And obviously, like I said, them having 2 wins on us was also the biggest thing that we really didn't like. So coming in, I think we were all on the same page of just like, we got to take care of business at this point. I feel like we've lingered around. We've kind of just been in la la land thinking that teams are going to lay down for us. And that's not the case. They actually want to beat our ass. So I think now it was kind of like a wake up factor. That's like, no, we have to really flip the switch and play Aces basketball. And I think you saw that today.
We're gonna jump to Zoom. Jordan, go ahead.
Hey Asia, congrats on the win. So real quick before I get to my question, I want to wish you a happy belated birthday. As a fellow Leo, it was only right that I said that. And then my question for you is, obviously the foul trouble and turnovers kind of bit you guys early on, but just tell me how you guys were able to, overcome that, especially in the second half.
Not shying away from it. I mean, we can't help what they call. We can always cut back from it a little bit, but we never wanted to just stop playing and being afraid of the whistle. But they were calling it a lot today. I was like, dang, all right. But sometimes when the games are like that, you just gotta continue to be yourself and stay within your system and make sure that we're selecting the best shot on the floor. And I think over time, they started to break down and we saw that.
Thank you.
I'm out.
See ya.
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Brandon, you want one quick question?
We can't ask Rashad question.
Hey, Rashad.